Hello and welcome. You're watching the news. I'm Gargi Rawat. Coming up ahead, what's been the result of Home Minister Amit Shah's Manipur tour? Another Mahapanchayat on the wrestlers, a protest planned for tomorrow, this time in Haryana. And Arvind Kejriwal gets more support in his fight against the centre's ordinance. Let's take a look at the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Home Minister Amit Shah announces a judicial probe into the violence in Manipur to probe the ethnic violence that took place. Also issues a stern warning to people to surrender arms. Meanwhile, the DGP is removed to be replaced by a non-tribal IPS officer. After a Mahapanchayat in Uttar Pradesh for the protesting wrestlers, farmer leaders say they will fight till they get justice. They will even meet with the president. A second Mahapanchayat will be held in Kurukshetra tomorrow, while Mamata Banerjee once again speaks out in their support, says it's a fight for humanity, as the government says they are dealing with it sensitively. A day after Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot announced free electricity up to 100 units for the pole-bound state, the BJP hits out, calls it an illusion, says look at the timing of the announcement. Delhi Chief Minister meets MK Stalin as part of his mission against the centre's ordinance on Delhi services. Stalin promises support, says the DMK opposes the ordinance and asks other chief ministers to do the same. The Congress hits out at the BJP over damage at the Sri Mahakalok temple complex, costing hundreds of crore after 6 massive statues were damaged in a storm, while the BJP says the Congress is doing politics over religious sentiments. And after the success of her latest show, veteran actor Dimple Kapadia says thanks to OTT platforms, fantastic subjects are emerging and roles are being written brilliantly. Our top story now, and on the last day of his Manipur tour, Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed the media and warned of strict action against those who did not surrender arms in the violence-hit state. He also announced a probe into the violence as well as a peace committee as part of a plan to restore stability. Now, the big question is, will it work in dousing the simmering tensions in the state, which is divided by ethnic violence, and those tensions still remain. There's a lot of distrust as well. There was also a major reshuffle in the police leadership in Manipur. A non-tribal police chief has been appointed to build trust among the people.
Manipur's police chief, P. Dongel, removed a month after the start of ethnic clashes in the state that have left 80 dead so far and thousands homeless. The new police chief is not from the state, but a Tripura cadre IPS officer who has been rushed to Manipur by the centre. The move right after Home Minister Amit Shah addressed this press conference in Imphal that started with this strong opinion about a recent Manipur High Court decision asking the state government to consider granting scheduled tribe status to the Meitei community. After a series of meetings during his 4-day visit to the northeastern state, Mr. Shah said a panel led by a retired Chief Justice will probe the ethnic violence in the state. 6 cases related to conspiracy in the violence will be probed by the Central Bureau of Investigation or the CBI. The Home Minister said a peace committee would be set up under the Governor and Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh and members of civil society. Mr. Shah also warned of stern action against those who looted weapons from security personnel.
और कॉम्बिंग ऑपरेशन करने के बाद जिनके पास से हथियार मिलेंगे उन पर कठोर न्यायिक धाराएं लगाई जाएंगी। तो मेरा सभी से अपील है कि जिनके पास हथियार हैं वो सभी लोग पुलिस के सामने अपने हथियारों को सरेंडर कर दें।
The Union Home Minister has also advised the State Chief Minister on tackling the crisis and winning back trust.
Sir, Saurabh from NDTV. Sir, आप जहाँ-जहाँ गए हैं आपको वेलकम भी किया गया है हर जगह पे, लेकिन स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के प्रति एक मिसट्रस्ट है। इसको लेकर क्या आपने जो राज्य की सरकार है उनको कोई सुझाव दिए हैं, कोई एडवाइस दिए हैं कि इस डिस्ट्रस्ट को कैसे दूर?
देखिए, मैंने काफी सारी चर्चा करी है, स्थिति से अवगत भी कराया है, सुझाव भी दिए हैं, मगर वो आपके लिए नहीं है, राज्य सरकार के लिए।
The Manipur government has already announced 10 lakh rupees each as compensation for next of kin of the deceased. The centre has allocated 30,000 metric tons of rice and made special arrangements for gas, fuel and vegetables. The government has also announced measures like a retina scan and biometric registration of people coming in from neighbouring Myanmar and said eventually the Manipur-Myanmar border will be totally sealed. While Amit Shah's visit to Manipur was welcomed by all groups in the state, the situation continues to remain tense, with reports of firing and attacks being reported in parts of the state. The Home Minister has directed officials to take stern and prompt action to bring back normalcy at the earliest.
The Union Home Minister Amit Shah has promised to return to Manipur in a few days as the measures announced by him today are implemented by the authorities over the next few days to ensure a degree of normalcy returns to Manipur. But the next few days are going to be crucial for the state's future. With Ratnadeep Chaudhary in Guwahati, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Now let's get you the latest on the wrestlers who are protesting against the alleged sexual exploitation by the former Wrestling Association President and BJP MP Brij Bhushan Singh. While the wrestlers have been silent since Haridwar, today a big Mahapanchayat of farmers and cup leaders took place in Muzaffarnagar in Uttar Pradesh, and farmer leaders have decided to meet the president and hold a second Mahapanchayat in Haryana tomorrow. The government meanwhile has reiterated that they are dealing with the matter sensitively. Saurabh Shukla reports.
उन्होंने 40 दिन चला दिया, उनका धन्यवाद है। उनको हताश होने की जरूरत नहीं। ये आंदोलन, ये लड़ाई लड़ी जाएगी। अगर एक भी प्रकरण मेरे ऊपर साबित हो जाएगा तो मैं फांसी पर लटक जाऊंगा। इसके लिए किसी को कहना नहीं पड़ेगा। और खिलाड़ियों से भी कहिए, मेडल न फेंके, मेडल देश का होता है।
Wrestlers' protest started from Jantar Mantar, went to the Supreme Court, then to Haridwar, and now it has reached the Haryana Khap Panchayat. Today, more than 500 Khap Chaudharis and farmer leaders gathered in support of the wrestlers at the Sauram village of Muzaffarnagar.
भाई गिरफ्तारी का तो हक बन रहा उसका, जब उन्होंने इतना अपराध कर रखा तो उसे सरकार उसे बचाने में लग रही, और समझौता सिर्फ एक ही बात पे है, वो उसकी गिरफ्तारी हो जाए, समझौता ही है और क्या है।
And they all said that the movement would continue till Wrestling Federation Chief Brij Bhushan was arrested. A Mahapanchayat will be held in Kurukshetra on Friday to decide on further action. For now, they have decided to meet the president.
इसमें 5, 7, 10, 15, 20 आदमी जितने भी छटेंगे वे राष्ट्रपति जी तक मिलेंगे, गृह मंत्री जी तक मिलेंगे। टाइम लिया जाएगा, तो बहुत जल्दी टाइम। कल को फिर है पंचायत, 4 तारीख में फिर है। ये तो पंचायतों का इतना सिलसिला जारी रहेगा, कोई वो होगा, कोई निर्णय ठोस भी लिया जा सके, कोई पैदल यात्रा भी निकल सके, कुछ भी कर सके, तो पूरे भारत का हो गया।
Meanwhile, the government says they are trying to tread the issue with sensitivity.
दिल्ली पुलिस जांच भी कर रही है, तो जो प्लेयर्स ने कहा वही सब कुछ हुआ है, और पुलिस अपनी रिपोर्ट देगी। आखिरकार उनको जांच पूरी होने का इंतजार करना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, Brij Bhushan reacted to the wrestlers' threat of immersing their medals in the Ganga.
दिल्ली पुलिस की जांच का इंतजार करिए और खिलाड़ियों से भी कहिए, मेडल न फेंके, मेडल देश का होता है। अगर एक भी प्रकरण मेरे ऊपर साबित हो जाएगा तो मैं फांसी पर लटक जाऊंगा।
In Kolkata, Mamta held a candle march in support of the wrestlers.
ये जिंदगी का लड़ाई है, सोच का लड़ाई है, ऐसे नहीं चलता है। हम देखते हैं क्या डिसीजन हमारा रेसलर भाई बहन ने लेते हैं, उसके ऊपर हमारा मूवमेंट जारी रहेगा।
Things are not getting easy for Union Sports Ministry. Wrestlers are adamant on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's arrest, and on the other hand, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is also giving statements every day, and he is also holding a rally on 5th of June in Ayodhya to show his strength. And apart from that, International Olympic Association is also questioning police's action against wrestlers. Now, all eyes are on Delhi police, what they will file in their charge sheet. And the big question is, will it be acceptable to these wrestlers? In New Delhi, with Monu Singh and Ashwani Mehra, Saurabh Shukla for NDTV.
In other news now, a day after Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot announced a fresh SOP, 100 units of free electricity for the poll-bound state, the BJP is hit out saying it's just an illusion by the Chief Minister, that it's bad politics and even worse economics, as it will leave the state exchequer with an additional burden of 650 crore. But the Congress hoping that this welfare outreach, this Karnataka formula, will give it an edge in the electoral race.
Kanhaiya Lal is among the 1.24 crore electricity users in Rajasthan who will benefit directly from the 100 units of free electricity announced by Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. A dry cleaner by profession, his monthly electricity bill is about 4,000 rupees. And with 100 units free and a waiver on surcharges, it will mean a substantial relief.
महीने के 400 यूनिट महीने के खर्च होते हैं कम से कम, तो उसमें से 100 यूनिट कम हो जाएंगे तो हमारे 300 यूनिट के पैसे लगेंगे, तो इसमें कम से कम हम मानते हैं कि कम से कम 1000 रुपये का फ़ायदा होगा।
जी हमारे 4000 आता है और हमारे 600-700 का फ़र्क पड़ा है, और इससे हमारे ग्राहक अब बिजली के कोयले की प्रेस करते थे, उससे तो अभी मतलब कि ग्राहक कम आते थे, और अब बिजली के प्रेस लगाएं तो उससे हमें फ़ायदा होने लग गया, हमारे ग्राहक बढ़ने लग गए।
Sheila Devi, who works as a daily wage labourer, says she will now be in the zero bill category, and this saving means much for lower income families like hers.
हमारे है ना 1000-1500 रुपये बिल आता था, तो अभी 100 यूनिट सरकार ने कम किए हैं, तो वैसे ही हम मजदूरी करते हैं तो पूरे दिन तो काम करते रहते हैं, तो उसमें कोई खर्च ही नहीं है, तो वैसे ही 5000-1500 रुपये बच गए, तो हमारे कुछ और काम में लेंगे पैसे, तो ऐसे तो ये महंगाई को देख के हमारे ये महंगाई से हम बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान हो रहे हैं, तो ऐसे बच्चों की फीस घर चलाना ये भी बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है,
तो ये तो बड़ी राहत है फिर।
हाँ, ये तो बड़ी राहत है।
There are 1.24 crore domestic power users in Rajasthan. 1.04 crore consumers will now not have to pay for electricity as they are in the 100 unit category. The rest will benefit from 562 rupees to about 980 rupees per month. But this welfare outreach will cost the state exchequer another 650 crore rupees.
राजस्थान के लोगों को महंगाई से राहत देने का जो मुख्यमंत्री जी का अभियान है, उसमें बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट मिलेगा। 7500 करोड़ रुपए का इसमें सरकार पर अतिरिक्त भार आएगा। ये भार बिजली कंपनियों पर नहीं आएगा, डिस्कॉम्स पर नहीं आएगा, बल्कि राजस्थान सरकार के द्वारा ये जो छूट दी गई है, ये पैसा राजस्थान सरकार के द्वारा बिजली कंपनियों को दिया जाएगा।
But the BJP says this is bad politics and even worse economics.
महंगाई राहत के नाम पर जादूगर मुख्यमंत्री इंद्रजाल का जादू फैलाकर भ्रम फैलाना चाहते हैं। आचार संहिता से 3 महीने पहले अचानक उनको ध्यान आया कि 100 यूनिट तक की बिजली जो पहले इन्होंने माफ कर दी थी, उसकी पुनरावृत्ति करते हुए फ्यूल चार्ज के अंदर 200 यूनिट तक उनको माफ करने की बात आई।
But the Congress is confident after giving gas cylinders at half price, rupees 500, this will be their next big ticket announcement designed to convince voters to give them a second chance in Rajasthan. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
And from Rajasthan to pole-bound Madhya Pradesh, the Mahakalok statue's damage is turning into a major political issue in the assembly-bound state. After a massive storm, 6 of the 7 newly installed idols at the temple complex broke and were upturned. The Congress said this exposed the BJP's 50% commission model, while the BJP hit back, raising issues related to the previous Kamal Nath-led Congress regime. Take a look.
A fresh Congress versus BJP flashpoint in pole-bound Madhya Pradesh over this recent damage to the famous Sri Mahakalok temple complex in Ujjain after heavy rains and a thunderstorm on Sunday. 6 of 7 newly installed idols at the temple complex broke after a thunderstorm with a maximum wind speed of 55 km per hour. Just 8 months ago, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had decided phase 1 of a major revamp project at the temple complex to the nation. The total cost of the revamp is 850 crore rupees. The Congress says the damage at the Mahakalok has exposed the BJP government and its 50% commission model.
उज्जैन में जो मूर्तियां बनी वो बनी है इस नेट की, ये है 150 या 200 GSM की, जबकि कायदे से ये होती है 400 GSM की. इसकी 3 लेयर होना चाहिए, 3 लेयर, तब जाके वो 1200 से 1600 GSM की थिकनेस आना चाहिए, तब मूर्तियों में स्ट्रेंथ आती है. इसमें इस नेट की 2 या 3 लेयर लगी है, जो कि जाके टोटल 450 GSM होती है. उस वजह से वहाँ की मूर्तियों में स्ट्रेंथ नहीं आ पाई और उसमें अंदर फाउंडेशन के लिए आयरन का इस्तेमाल भी नहीं होता.
धर्म के क्षेत्र में भ्रष्टाचार कैसे होता है, ये हमने अपनी खुली आंखों से वहाँ पे देखा है. टेंडर के 3 महीने पहले से उसकी सारी उसको क्या बोलते हैं बनना चालू होती, DPR बनना चालू होती. DPR जो इन्होंने बना के दी, वही टेंडर हमने इसलिए जारी कर दिया कि हम पे ये आरोप न लगे. 97 करोड़ का टेंडर निकला था. इसका नियम ये है कि यदि इसमें आपको कुछ बढ़ाना है राशि तो 10% बढ़ा सकते हो, लेकिन इन्होंने 97 करोड़ के ऊपर से 97 करोड़ का और उसी एजेंसी को काम करने को दे दिया, तो 100% भ्रष्टाचार बोलते हैं.
The BJP has hit back at the Congress, accusing the latter of a petty politicking on the issue to hurt religious sentiments of people. A report by a senior official in the area claims there were no design or construction faults and that all material used for construction met required standards. The report says the unnaturally high wind speed during the thunderstorm led to the major damage and that the private contractor will reinstall all the idols.
भारी मंत्री थे तब इसका सारा प्रेजेंटेशन हुआ था, प्रोसीडिंग है, उसमें उनके हस्ताक्षर हैं और इन्होंने जो हम लोगों ने टेंडर तैयार किया था और जो स्वीकृति हम लोगों ने की थी उसकी इन्होंने उस समय प्रशंसा की थी और उसको अच्छा माना था. तो ये तो उन्हीं की अध्यक्षता में उनने बैठक की थी. तो आज क्या हो गया, खंडित मूर्ति नहीं लगाई जाएगी, नई मूर्ति ही लगाई जाएगी. ये माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के निर्देश.
Meanwhile, Madhya Pradesh Lokayukt has ordered a preliminary inquiry into the collapse. A team from technical experts from Lokayukt will visit the site on Saturday. When the Mahakalok Parisar was built, both the Congress and the BJP claimed credit for it. Congress said we built it, BJP said we conceptualized it. Now that a storm has caused a major damage in Mahakalok Parisar, both the parties are blaming each other for the fiasco. It's the same kind of political tu-tu-me-me Aam Aadmi is fed up of. In Bhopal, with camera person Rizwan Khan and Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been on a mission to rally support against the centre's controversial ordinance on Delhi services, and he's met with several opposition leaders. Today he was in Chennai where he met with his Tamil Nadu counterpart MK Stalin. The ordinance, which aims to assert the centre's control over administrative services in the nation's capital, was passed by the centre after the Delhi government won a major legal victory on the 11th of May when the Supreme Court gave it control over the appointment and transfer of bureaucrats. And since then, the Delhi Chief Minister has approached several opposition parties for support.
If all the non-BJP parties come together, we can defeat this bill in Parliament. So I have come to seek the support of Honorable CM of Tamil Nadu and his party DMK, that when this bill comes in Parliament, especially in Rajya Sabha, this bill should be collectively defeated as it is undemocratic, against the federal structure, it is unconstitutional. Together all of us should defeat this bill.
ஆனால் அது நிறைவேறக்கூடாது என்ற ஒரு எண்ணத்தோடு பிஜேபி ஆட்சி அதை எதிர்த்து ஒன்றிய அரசு இன்றைக்கு ஒரு அவசர சட்டத்தை பிறப்பித்திருக்கிறது. ஆக இந்த அவசர சட்டத்தை நிச்சயமாக திராவிட முன்னேற்றக் கழகம் கடுமையாக எதிர்க்கும். அதில் எந்த மாற்றமும் கிடையாது.
Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde announced that Ahmednagar city would be renamed Ahilya Nagar after the 18th century Maratha queen Ahilyabai Holkar. This is the latest in the renaming spree by the Maharashtra government. Now the Congress hit out saying while the government has no achievements on the ground, they are simply indulging in optics.
आपल्या सगळ्यांच्या मनातली जी इच्छा आहे या अहमदनगरचं नाव अहिल्यादेवी होळकर. हे आपण करण्याचा राज्य सरकारने निर्णय घेतलेला आहे.
From Ahmednagar to Ahilyanagar, the latest in a renaming spree by the Eknath Shinde-led Maharashtra government. The Ahmednagar district, part of central Maharashtra and the birthplace of the pre-independence cooperative movement, has been renamed after Maratha queen Ahilyabai Holkar on her 298th birth anniversary. She was born in Ahmednagar. Ahmednagar is said to have derived its name from the 15th century ruler Ahmad Nizam Shah. After the formation of the new government in Maharashtra, Shinde has renamed Aurangabad as Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar after Shivaji's eldest son, and Osmanabad as Dharashiv based on famous caves with the same name in the district.
आपलं सरकार तर हिंदुत्ववादी सरकार आहे. आपण छत्रपती शिवरायांचं नाव सांगणारे लोक, आपण तुमच्याच नेतृत्वामध्ये संभाजीनगर, छत्रपती संभाजीनगर तयार केलाय, आपण धाराशिव तयार केलाय आणि आता तुमच्याच नेतृत्वात मुख्यमंत्री महोदय अहिल्यानगर देखील या ठिकाणी झालं पाहिजे.
A year before the crucial assembly election in Maharashtra, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is projecting a Hindutva image and renaming many projects. Mr. Shinde has named the crucial Bandra-Versova Sea Link in Mumbai as the Veer Savarkar Setu and said the under construction coastal road will be named after Chhatrapati Sambhaji. The Congress, which is part of the opposition Mahavikas Aghadi, has questioned the renaming.
बारिश ने किसान को परेशान कर रखा है, लेकिन सरकार केवल घोषणाएं करती है और फिर अमल कुछ भी नहीं होता. इसी को छुपाने के लिए नाम बदलना, जिन्होंने देश के आजादी में निगेटिव रोल, नकारात्मकता निभाई है, उनके नाम दिलाना, ये सब काम चल रहा है. रही बात अहिल्या देवी होलकर जी की, हम सम्मान करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं. अहमदनगर जिले का नाम उनके नाम पर दिया है, लेकिन देवेंद्र फडणवीस और शिंदे इनकी सरकार में एक भी महिला मंत्री नहीं, उसका क्या?
It has been almost a year since the formation of this new Maharashtra government, but till now there hasn't been any cabinet expansion. In the last few months, the opposition has been attacking the government over the shifting of industries from Maharashtra to other states, as well as over the issues faced by the farmers over unseasonal rainfall. It seems like the government is replying back by renaming these districts. But the big question is the priority of the government just to rename these districts, or will the government also be focusing on the issues faced by the common masses? In Mumbai with camera person Rajendra Dayalkar, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
And finally, we bring you a chat with veteran actor Dimple Kapadia, who's had newfound success on streaming platforms with various series. And she says it's refreshing to see fantastic subjects coming out and how roles are now being written brilliantly.
Dimple Kapadia started her Bollywood journey in 1973 with her film Bobby, and now she's ruling the OTT space with Saas Bahu Aur Flamingo, which is streaming on Disney Plus Hotstar. She joins me for a conversation. Now, you play the character of Savitri, or Rani Ba, who runs a drug cartel. Very interesting story. And once again, you've collaborated with Homi Adjania, who's directing the series. I met him as well and asked him about your, bond, and he said he casts you out of terror. Is that true? And what is your bond like?
होमी और मेरा रिश्ता एक गुरु और एक डिसाइपल का है, और मैं बिल्कुल उसकी डिसाइपल हूँ. मतलब जो भी होमी कह दे मैं करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, और अगर वो मुझे नहीं लेता है फिल्म में तो फिर उसको भुगतना पड़ेगा. कर्म किसी को तो छोड़ता नहीं ना, है ना. तो दैट इज द थिंग, ही इज वेरी स्कैर्ड ऑफ कर्मा, सो ही हैज टू टेक मी.
So we have you in the series, but we also have 3 other females leading the series, and they are, these young actors. And when I met them, I asked them if they were intimidated by you, and they said yes. The on-set experience was initially intimidating, having you around, but then you made them feel comfortable. How do you do that? What do you do?
No, I just be myself, and then they see how foolish I am, and they're completely at ease. Yeah. The problem is I can't put up a front, you see. So whatever I am comes out when I'm on the sets, and I'm the biggest buffoon on the sets.
I said in my introduction, you started working in 1973. So, you've seen so many phases in the industry. What is that one change that you see between the 70s and 2023?
Everything has changed. Earlier on we had like formula films completely, which had like like a villain, a vamp, a hero, a heroine, and that's what cinema was all about. Today the entire format has changed. There are fantastic subjects coming in, out, roles are being written brilliantly. It's completely changed, yeah.
Well, thank you so very much, Dimple, for this conversation, and congratulations on the success of Saas Bahut Flamingo. This is Arvind Singh signing off for NDTV.